technology is irrelevant. And the reason I say that is very, very important. And I always say this when I walk in as a consultant to a big organization. The second one is cash is king. And you've probably heard this 1,000 times and you're tired of hearing it. I can't emphasize this enough. This is how companies go bust. I don't know what the number is. It's probably about 3/4 of all companies go bust. And it's generally around cash flow. So when you get into business and you take the leap of faith, if you have a very high energy and a great faith in yourself, go for it. Money will come. That's the way the universe works. If you're not so sure about that, build your idea before you cut off your oxygen supply. In other words, your salary or wherever you're working. Spend time building your idea, test it off people who've been there. And if you want to succeed the first time rather than the second or the third time, then get a lot of feedback from people who have failed and who have done the wrong things, because they're the people who give you the best advice. The other thing is, nobody can believe more in you than you, right? So look in the mirror every day and say, hey, you're a great guy, you're a great girl, whatever it is, I believe in you. If you have to say that and believe it. And even if you don't believe it, keep saying it till you believe it, right? The last one, name your first customer. This is the best advice I can really give sort of to sign off on the entrepreneur side, is if you can name your first customer, it doesn't mean they have to be signed up. It doesn't mean they have to be, you know, on a contract. What they can be is like, go and meet them and say, hey, I'm going to build this and it's going to take me 6 months, but I'm going to knock on your door in 6 months. So you won't be cold calling. You'll say, I'm going to build this amazing thing. And in 6 months, I want to have a meeting with you. Can you promise me a cup of coffee for 20 minutes in 6 months? And what that does is everybody gets a feeling, then this guy is serious. This person is doing something special. They believe in themselves and they're going to deliver. Let's see what happens. And then when you deliver after 6 months, your credibility is sky high. Why? Because you didn't just walk in with something and say, hey, I built this, buy it. What you did was you set the expectation and you set the energy and so forth, and you set yourself a task and you showed yourself capable of delivering. So I would say that's a really good thing to have as your first customer. They don't have to be signed. They just have to be the guy you walk into to say, hey, I've got it, what do you think? And ask them along the way, could you just give me a little bit of guidance, because I want this to be the best product in this vertical, and you're one of the leading people in this vertical. I don't know if you'll buy it or not, but I'd love you to give me your opinion. So what we did in Aeroband, we set up a program called ID3, Industry Design 3. We get 3 airlines or 2 airports and an airline, or 2 airlines and an airport, depending on the product. They become our advisors for each product. So I'm just going to leave you with a quote here. I think there's a Q&A at the end, so I'll just leave you with a quote I think is a quite nice one. As you grow older, you will discover that you have 2 hands, one for helping yourself and the other for helping others. And that's from a lady called Maya Angelou, a beautiful lady. So that's what I will leave it.